quindi abbastanza giovane tutto sommato. Voi non fate anche vino? No.
Noi avevamo la vigna, noi facciamo olio, facciamo salumi, marmellate, composte, salumi sott'olio, il vino no. Il vino c'avevamo la vigna dopo la piscina, però era un problema gestirla e poi è stata fuori. Una volta presa fuoco non l'hanno più rimessa.
Che buono. Benissimo. Oh, questo è perfetto. Grazie.
Signore, le bruschettine sono con i peperoni, con le zucchine, le olive, il lardo di nostra produzione e il fegatello toscano.
Questo è solo fegato o è fegato? No, solo fegato. Fegato di pollo o di...
pollo, solo fegato di maiale, non pollo. È molto buono.
Grazie. We are in a very special place. As usual, we go only in special places. This time we are in south of Tuscany. And we are in a place called Pitigliano, where this agriturismo. What is an agriturismo? Agriturismo is just a farm that serve their products in a restaurant. They can host even you to sleep, but basically serve you their products. Their products are mainly olive oil, extra virgin, and lots of different meat, from pork first of all, but also chooks and rabbits. But most important ingredients is pork meat. Here we are having a typical Maremma. We are in Maremma, in Alta Maremma, which is far 70 kilometers from the sea coast, inside at the feet of Agnata Mountains, and we are trying a wine that is coming from this area, but from Scansano. It's a typical called Morellino, which is one of the OCG wine, and is based 100% Sangiovese, and smell, I cannot share this pleasure with you, okay, so will be next time. We have crostini just to start, capsicum, different herbs, olives, black olives, the lard from their farm, and liver. Liver is one of the best possible pate you can taste. And together with this wine is going to be a sort of pleasant surprise. Here we are with the first primo piatto. We have two very traditional things. These are the tortelli, big dumplings, square, with spinach and ricotta cheese inside, and a very rich ragu on top, with a tiny bit of tomatoes, but basically is just pork and beef meat mixed ragu. On the other hand, we have gnocchetti. Gnocchetti is a fresh pasta made based on potato. The sauce is based on cinta senese pork meat. Cinta senese is a special breed between the pork and the white boar, very particular, very tasty, very ancient breed, and is dressed also with local herbs. First of all, the wild fennels, which is wonderful, the mix of wild fennels with the pork meat. These tortelli were so good. Why they were so good? They were so good because you can taste all the ingredients one by one, even if they are all together in a supreme harmony. Okay? But you can taste the spinach, and you can decide if you want to taste more the spinach or the meat or the tomatoes or the ricotta cheese or the rosemary. But if you leave yourself to go, you can enjoy everything all together. Okay, this is one of our second course, something very typical of the area. This is a wild boar cooked in the traditional way called bouillone, which is a big pot with many herbs and wine cooking the meat for hours. Bene. And now they brought all the other stuff, which are the mixed grill from the house. We have the fillet pork, the sausage, the chest, let's say. Okay, we called the pancetta, and a piece of the rib, all from the house, which means from the local farm. And we have this with the wild herb called cicoria, very typical wild herbs name. And cicoria has been cooked in oil with garlic and chili. This sounds a very interesting composition, and I'm sure we'll enjoy a lot. This bouillone is so good. Tasting, you have the feeling you are tasting something very traditional, that as the tradition prescribe long-term cooking, because nowadays we are used to do everything in 5 seconds, 5 minutes maximum. This is the product of a long-term cook. Has been on the fire for hours and hours, under the surveillance of someone in the house, but hours and hours. And you can see how the meat is tender and tasty. Every single piece of this meat is so tasty, and all the herbs together combine with the sauce and the natural juice of the meat create an incredible harmony. Bouillone. Remember this name, bouillone. Here we are at the conclusion of this spectacular Maremma meal. We choose two kinds of dessert. This is panna cotta, flavored with vanilla and cream. And this is a semifreddo, which means a kind of ice cream, but not so cold, based on chocolate and nuts. And everything was good. I want to underline the pork production on this farm is exceptional, and all the meal was valorized by their own production of a variety of products. So, really recommend to come here and enjoy.